Today I'm going to build a rod bending jig. Most of the time when I make a video, I build the jig and then build it again for the video. This time I just got an idea in my head and we're going to see where it takes me. I might make a few mistakes, but that's just part of it. I got a basic plan. So I've been making these little wheels. Got a little groove in them. Got them in various different sizes. Like that's 1.5 inch, 1.25 inch, 3/4 inch, and that'll be a 1/2 inch. I'm making them to match a 1/4 inch rod, which is what this bending jig will be for. So right now I'm making it's just whatever I had on hand. I'm making a 3-inch wheel to bend around. I ground a special tool. Seems to work pretty good. Now the total thickness of this is not going to be too critical, but I've got to make that groove pretty true to one side. So I just got to kind of eyeball it. Got to kind of work back and forth. If you've ever cut a groove in steel, it wants to chatter. Oops. Got a 1/2 horsepower motor on this lathe. Sometimes it needs to be a little more. Probably need to slow it down a little bit. I'm making these grooves about a little less than half the depth of a 3/4 inch rod. I mean a 1/4 inch. See what we got. Looks pretty darn good. After making several of them, you kind of get the hang of it. I may have to take a little bit off of this surface. Yeah, I should have made my groove that way a little bit, but it's pretty close. I think that's deep enough. That's got it. Taking a little bit off this surface here to make it the same as the wheels I've already made. Now I'm going to put a parting tool on there and part it off halfway through. And then I'll end up, a parting tool won't cut all the way through that, but it'll give me something to go by when I cut it. use my center to help support that. I think that's about right. Make it just a hair big and check it. Yeah, that's all I can do with that parting tool. 1942 Logan 200. Did pretty good. Okay, I skipped a few steps here. There's the piece I was cutting in the saw. I cut it in half. Drilled a hole right there for the clamp to sit into. And that created a clamp for my 1/4 inch rod. Got our shoulder bolt here. I added a block on the bottom with the set screw to hold my pin. That's my smallest radius right there. Nothing on this is very critical. I've got a variety of diameters. I can either use the pin for small radius, large radius, several in between. These are just scraps of round stock I had on hand. They're no specific diameter. To use it, you just do like this. Clamp your rod in. Tighten the pivot point there. Then I made a thing here. Sits on there like this to bend. It's got an adjustable wheel. The way I made that, I had to have somebody mill that for me. That pin stops it from rotating. This is screwed on with a little snap ring groove right there. Threads just bottom out there, and it's got a little play this way. That's so it'll be kind of self-centering. I brazed that on there and drilled through it to give it the same height. So you put that on there, run the wheel up to it, and it doesn't even have to be tight. You could leave a gap in the wheel, so you can lift it off after you complete the bend. Use my good Chinese wrench there. Doesn't have to be real tight. Let's make a bend. Try this one out. May not be able to get my wrench in there, I don't know. Call that my wrench. Every bending jig's got its limitations. This one, I tried to design it where it was pretty versatile. Oop. A little problem there. Anyway, you get the idea.